Left hook. That left hook's been money so far for Chukajan.
Look, if there's a weakness in Boots Ennis' game, it's probably some of his defense, especially in that last fight against David Avanesi. He knocked him out, but he also took some pretty good shots.
So far for Chukajan.
Look, if there's a weakness in Boots Ennis' game, it's probably some of his defense, especially in that last fight against David Avanesi. He knocked him out, but he also took some pretty good shots.
Haven't we learned anything as boxing fans? Look at this comment. Look at it. This was after Boo's last fight against Karen Chukazi. You see what they were saying? And then Boots goes out there against this nobody. Now, I love Boots, and I think Boots is the goods. But I just want to remind y'all, shout out to Showbiz, the adult. This is We Gonna Find Out season. And Boots went out there against somebody that nobody picked this dude to beat Boots. Nobody. And it was over just like that. Boots didn't get touched up on. He didn't get no flesh shots landed. And shout outs to Boots. Like I said, he did what he was supposed to do. But let's not forget this comment and where everybody was saying after the Chukazian fight. Let's not forget that Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, guys who were competing at 135 pounds, were signing up to fight Boots Ennis. Let's not get caught up like we did with Devin Haney and Brian Norman and caught up in them knockouts of those nobodies. So, and look what happened. So we just got to snap back in and stop counting out Vergil Ortiz. It's stupid of us to count out Vergil Ortiz from a first round knockout of somebody we don't know. If y'all ain't learned y'all lesson after Brian Norman Jr. with no flashy knockouts, then I don't know what to tell you. You know, your boy J Square's got to come in and bring the coffee to Starbucks. I'm coming with the Starbucks. I'm coming with everything to wake your ass up. But yeah, man, Vergil is not a game, y'all. And the dude is going to be unleashing some vicious attacks, and he's going to be protecting himself at the same time, y'all. So this fight wouldn't be so big if they were a threat to each other. You know what I'm saying? So let's not get too caught up riding on this bandwagon. But I have to admit, even Team Ortiz got spooked because let's be honest, y'all. Boots move up to 54. We really was focused on his power. That's why we all fell for the jig, because everybody was really wanting to see what his power would be like. And shout out to me, Jay Squiz. I made a video a couple months ago saying would Jerron Boots and his power devastate at 154. I'm always ahead of the game. And as we seen, it did devastate, but there's levels to that devastation as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's the power, man. Boots came out with power, and that's all we needed to see because we felt like he had the other tools. It just looked like he couldn't get Karen Chukazian out of there. And he was hitting David Avanesian with some shit. And we saw Crawford hit him with some, and he was out. But we saw Boots hitting him with shit, and he was still hanging around a little bit. Even though he did retire on his stool, but that was on the stool. So, you know, we were still a little skeptical as fans. Y'all know how we can be. We vicious. But, yeah, y'all, just pump your brakes a little bit now. We've been seeing a lot of shit take place that we wasn't 100% expecting, especially going into Shakur versus Tio. A lot of y'all guys have been getting at my neck. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think I deserve all that. But We shall see how these things play out, and we shall see who is on the better side of history. We gonna see who's on the better side of history. And your boy Jay Squiz is known to stand tall. Make sure you subscribe. And it's love to you and your fam. And I will be back if the good Lord is willing.